So now this door to the barn is being replaced with this crazy like castle door that looks like something out of The Princess Bride that I'm picking up this weekend. I have all my projects already laid out. So this is all the stuff going in the truck, including the paint job and the bodywork, fog lights. They basically bought everything from the XLT package, so it's gonna be like a stock look. And then that bully bar that has all kinds of fun attachments for it, like a winch and an LED bar. This LED bar, and I can put the orange gels on it. This is the full lowering kit. Well, and some garden lights, but this is the full lowering kit. It's called the DJM 45 kit. So I'm going to do an unboxing episode of that. And then the final thing that goes on, which took me forever to find, is an original 1983 Ranger, which has a slightly different font. That's from the first year they made it. Over here, this project is laid out and ready to go. This is the new island that I'm making. Turn the lights on. This is for the kitchen island in the house that I showed you that we're going to make larger. And there's some extra sinks back there and a tailgate for my truck in case I ever decide to go that route. And then here's a bunch of bulbs because we're doing the LED retrofit in the entire barn. So these ones have been done. These ones have not been done. It's probably hard to tell on the camera, but it's the tractor I'm working on. I just redid the electrical system because when I got it, they said the lights didn't work, but did figure out how to get everything to work, so that came out nicely. And I gave a fresh coat of paint on a couple spots where it needed it. Oh, I hear somebody coming. All right, and then when you walk into this stall, this is indoor woodworking. I've got my lathe and routers, Dremels, nail guns, all the attachments, drill press, metal chop saw, and then there's a wood chop saw that goes here. This is really cool too, going back to all the auctions I go to. So this one's from Rasmus, but I got outbid on a milling machine, but I did win all of the bits. And it's just these ridiculously huge milling bits that are for wood or metal. But I didn't get the milling machine, but I figured out how to get, these are called like R6 or R8 collets or something like that. And they're way too big to fit into a drill. So I showed you the process. So here's one with nothing. And then I found these big bolts that screw in the same way that it would on the milling machine. And then I chop off the end of the bolt. And then you're left with something that can actually go into a standard drill press so that I can mess around with the milling bits. And it's got all the taps and dies so I can make my own threading. And over here is my tool room, which is, I got a little heater going, got telescopes and ropes over there. Instead of using tripods, I made the same mount on the wall to store them. And then I made the same mount on my fence line outside so that I can just take them outside and mount them on the fence. All right, so I've got hooks and chains and ropes. This is all the Craftsman and Black & Decker tools and attachments. And then there's clamps. And then here's all the Milwaukee tools and attachments. All my blades for cutting the grass down. And then all of my hardware so I never have to go to the store. And then just the regular tools on my workshop for the stuff I'm working on right now. Yes, Sadie. Want to say hi?
Uh-huh.
Hi. All right, hold on. So on the workshop, this is a project I've been working on, turning old toolboxes into treasure chests for the kids to play with. It's actually really easy and came out really good. So I'll probably make a few more of these. This one's almost done. I just got to fill in the little trickier pieces here. Then on this work table, I do some electrical work. I'm restoring a bunch of old security lights that I had found in the trash And I'm going to use them to do some lighting on the pond. I just got to run all the electrical over there. Now this thing here is called a gulu, and it has saved my life so many times. It's like the size of a cell phone, and it will jumpstart your car up to like a V8, like 10 times on a single charge. But it's just also an awesome 12-volt battery pack that you can use to charge your phone. But it's also great for making simple circuits for testing out, prototyping, any projects you might be working on. So like right now I'm working on these actuator arms and a train horn that are going to go in the back of my camper top that I'm talking about. Well, the horn's not going to go inside. That would be bad. But that's for opening the side doors. So they'll push a button and open up kind of like a Lambo. But let me see if you just plug this in. So it's got a little output on the side that's kind of like an old cell phone charger. So I was able to take the tip from an old cell phone charger and just wire it up to be my, this will be much nicer once I have a stand for a camera. Let's see. There we go. So you plug it in, push that, and then you can power the actuator arms. Oh, cover your ears, Branson. Uh-oh, it's gonna be loud. Or you can hit the, here, back up. Or you can hit the air horn. I think this works. Pretty sweet. Okay. So then that's, oh, what else is in here? Oh, tile saws, compressors, hardware. Okay, can you hold on? And then over here is sanding and painting. Can you wait 2 minutes? Okay. Back in the workshop, there was a couple things I forgot to show. We've got these drawers in this workshop, and they've got these little lights on them for organizing all of my drill bits and drivers. And then I found somebody on Etsy that makes a organizer for drivers, because I've got all of these random drivers that I need to get into some sort of organization. But the best thing about this is that at the end of the day, I've got this wall of batteries here, so I can plug in 6 of the Milwaukee batteries and 4 of the Craftsman batteries. Oops, I'm gonna have to edit that in post. I'm not supposed to change the camera. So you can plug in all the batteries here, and then all the batteries down here. This is one that I made out of just a bunch of the cheap chargers that they give you. I put them all into a panel and hooked them up into a power strip. And then from this side, you can see the status indicator, so you know if it's charged or if it's broken. And then there's just more chargers all down here and all up here. I think that's everything for the work. This is the garden tool room. So this used to be for horse boarding. So these are all old horse stalls. This is the river toys room. So we got the stand-up paddle boards, a bunch of tubes, and I made these stands with PVC pipe that you just. So you can pull all the tubes off of here just by pulling the tube out and then letting everything fall. And then when you're done with everything, just stack them back up again. And some wakeboards. And if you go out this door, you're right there at the kayaks. So all the water stuff is together. And then I made 2 of these tables out of some crates I found in the trash at my buddy's gym, Mark. The one who does the airplanes up in the shed. So I took these out of his trash and made these as a surprise present, as a reminder of a different time, and hopefully better times when we can open up the gyms again. This is 2 projects that I've got going on here. It's an extra sliding door, and then I'm going to be making bunk beds out of all that supplies over there. And 2 more. Yeah, it's a real treasure chest, right? This is the horse supply and cat supply room. And then some concrete backer board for all the tiling we're gonna do. Now the horse hates showers. The horse that we have doesn't like showers. So I'm turning the whole horse shower into like an industrial kitchen. So we're gonna paint all these old fridges, and then we got a chest freezer, and then I'm running a 220 for that oven, which can also be used as a 220 for welding. So, and then we got just a cabinet, and then here's all the supplies for running the new lines. And then I'm eventually going to get a picture of all of us to put in here, and just switch on the side. So this is, now we're going into the back of the barn. I made a 2-bedroom apartment. So the window that I cut out when I put that real big sliding door in the house, that window is gonna fit right into here. So I made a nice little entrance as you walk into the apartment. Oh yeah, I forgot to close the door. Hold on, let's do that first. Okay. So I put made a barn door out of just some old pulleys and a piece of a metal garden fence, and then some weightlifting collars to hold it all in place. So then as you slide this door back, it kicks on the light in the little living room. And then I've got, this is one of our cows that we had slaughtered. I saved the hide, and then my friend Nick and I tanned it ourselves. And he passed away last year, unfortunately, so this is my way of remembering him here. And then this bedroom is going to be called the pirate room. Right now it just has some temporary barriers up, but we're going to use all of these balusters to make it look like a boat. And then I'm going to take a wooden boat from outside and cut it in half and actually put it on the front. And then these rooms used to just be tack stalls, so there was no windows, so I popped out this big hole and put these windows in, which is amazing that they did not have anything to view the mountains here before. Oh, and you can see I made another little playground for the kids out there out of some old trusses, and I think that other thing was something that we got from one of those mud runs that they didn't need after they finished the course. Okay, so then the other bedroom is over here. And we just finished redoing the flooring. Here's all the tile that's going to be going in the bathroom. This one has a fireplace and a king-size bed and a beaten stick, and then a nice view of the mountain also. And then as you come out, there's just like a little dining area, a little office by the window. And then this bathroom is going to get tile on the floor. It's going to get that farmhouse sink over here. Going to do a tile black splash, and then we're going to tile all the way up around the showers. Okay. And then outside this door is how you get to that big playground. And that is it for the downstairs of the barn. So next, I'm going to save the upstairs of the barn for last. So next we'll be going outside.